Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Steven. So, this week's blog, once again, is entitled Shot. As many of you know, last week was the SHOT Show out in Las Vegas, which I make my yearly pilgrimage to look at all the new product offerings that the firearms industry will be putting forth to the gullible public in the upcoming year. Normally, SHOT is very interesting on sort of a sociological level. And I've mentioned this before, those of you who've read previous SHOT blogs, there is this sort of informal system of order that exists in the marketplace. You have all of these companies, thousands of them really, that are looking at what they believe the market is going to want from them in the future going forward. A lot of times they're relying on demographic data that's been provided by NSSF, the people that host the SHOT Show. Sometimes it's their own internal marketing research, but they really don't talk to each other, so to speak. They sort of internally develop sort of a gestalt knowledge of what it is they believe the public will want. And to an extent, there sort of forms this commonality around all these different gun manufacturers. So, you can go to the SHOT Show in one year and see that there seems to be a prevalence of black scary rifles. And then another year, there seems to be a prevalence of firearms that are oriented towards women. And then, like a few years ago, there was sort of like a cowboy theme that started to manifest. Now, to be sure, certain companies that are known for producing certain very specific products tend to have similar products, but you can sort of see this larger theme that kind of emerges during the show. This year it was a little different. There didn't seem to be a commonality. What I did see was a number of new products that, to be absolutely candid, I'm not sure they were actually developed by people that own guns. I mean, they were well, to put it bluntly, they were somewhat odd. There were definitely a couple of products that were interesting, but to a large extent, there was almost a feeling of gimmickry along a lot of the different products that were being offered. Anyways, I talk about that in the blog, and I do encourage you to read the blog. The show itself was pretty good. I mean, it always is. It would appear that COVID is definitely a thing of the past. The numbers that were present there were indicative of past years. Of course, I lost my ass playing at the Venetian, but that's also part and parcel for going to Las Vegas. So in any event, do read the blog. As always, I want you to train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.